I hope this helped you, because if it did, here comes a rug.
Hey guys, good morning. Today we are getting all arts and crafty up in here.
What is good, people? Yes, absolutely. Caffeine has definitely been consumed this morning.
So the plan is, I've actually made some things for the van. So I've made some curtains to go on this window. So we're going to show you those today. I made a few other things, but the big thing we're doing, and that I'm kind of excited about, is that we are going to be finishing our back doors. So we, as you know, we don't have windows back there, so we're going to do something similar to what we did up here in the front for the sliding door. We're going to cut out some, or make some templates and cut out some wood panels, and
we're going to upholster them.
Well, that was supposed to be a secret. Shh. And then we'll show you what we're going to do. We're actually, well, might as well tell you now, because they're at the head of our bed. We're actually going to make like an upholstered headboard. So it's going to be like a headboard. It's going to have a cushion on it, so that when we're in bed we can actually sit up against those doors and like work on our computers, do whatever. So watch TV,
do sciencey
hang
stuff.
Out. So it'd be a little more comfortable than leaning up against wood. So we're going to actually put some foam and upholster this. So I'm going to show you all that. A while to do, but hopefully it's going to make everything else a little bit easier. But so we have the template done for the driver's side back door. Still have to do the other one. We're actually going to put this one over there to see if maybe we could just trim this one down. So hopefully this one will be a little bit easier. We'll see. But in the meantime, we're going to take this down and cut our first piece of wood.
Sandy has finished transposing the template onto the plywood. We're using 1/4 inch here. So all that's left is to cut it.
Okay, so we got the driver's side panel all cut out. It seems like it fits pretty well up in there for us. So luckily we actually did the driver's side first, and this is why. So the driver's side is actually a little bit wider than the passenger side door. It's got like a lip in the middle that's like this thick instead of like this thick. So we reversed the template, and it fits on this door perfectly, except for it's a little bit wider, so we just have to trim off the edge. So we are basically just going to trim up along here, and then this one's going to be ready to cut out too, much quicker than the last one. Alright, so now that we have our boards cut, we're actually going to upholster these because it's going to be an upholstered headboard. So we're actually really excited about it because we'll be able to sit back there and kind of lean up against the walls. You know, if we want to watch a movie in bed or just work from bed or whatever, so it'll be a little bit more comfortable for us than the metal walls or just a wooden wall. So we are using a 1-inch foam. So the first thing we're going to do is cut 1-inch foam down to size to place on the back of this board. Yeah, so that's the first step. So we are going to do it. I've cut the first little piece here of it, and we are going to and I've started to attach it. We're just attaching it to the board with some spray adhesive. Okay, so we have our 1-inch foam applied to the board. So now we are going to put, this is like batting, or I don't know, batting. That we're going to put on next. And the reason we want to put this over the foam is because the foam can't really wrap around the board to give you padding, so this is like a little extra padding that kind of wraps around the edge. So we are going to put this on. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we also want to attach our batting to the foam. This is just so things don't fall apart. So again, we're just going to use a little bit of spray adhesive to go between the two layers. Okay, so now we just flip this over so that we can attach it to the board. And the best way to attach this, or really, I guess probably the only way to attach this, is to staple it down. So then you just take your batting and you pull it tautly over the edge and staple away. All right, so we have the batting layer on. It's all wrapped around the edges. Looks really good. So now it is time to apply our fabric. So we gave it a good ironing before we started, just to make sure that there's no big wrinkles in it. And this is what we're going to put on it. So the next thing we have to do is actually slide it up underneath. Jed's trying to not let me destroy him over there. So you just lay your fabric down and then lay this on top. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did with the batting. We are going to wrap the fabric around it. All right, so our fabric is all wrapped. You ready for this? Ta-da! Looks pretty good. Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Talking to you.
Oh. Like them?
All of you. Yeah. All right, so now for the difficult part. We got to put these in the van.
Well, let's hope that's not too difficult.
I hope not. So as we guessed, these are kind of a pain in the butt to put up here on the back. Namely because you have to have some way to attach them. We thought about using adhesive, but that's really just not going to work because most of the where we'd have to attach it, most of the adhesive would be on the fabric, so it wouldn't be secure enough. So what we're doing is we are punching small holes into the fabric, and then we are drilling these or screwing these in directly into the frame of the back of the van. Yeah, it makes me kind of sad to put holes in this thing, but we got an idea, or I got an idea of how we're going to cover them up at the end, and you won't even notice it.
I'll notice.
I mean, I'll know they're there.
And as always, it's an absolute pain in the butt, but look at these. They turned out really good. So, and they're nice and fluffy, so when you're actually in the van and you're leaning up against them, it feels really, really cozy. Much better than the bare metal that was just there. So, during the installation, we did insulate behind these with some Havelock wool. But, man, I love how these turned out.
Okay, so when we put these up, we actually put 5 screws in each one to hold it in place. So as you know, we had to poke those holes. So what we're going to do is kind of try to fix these up. So the first thing I have here is just, it's like a glue that helps stop fraying with fabric. So we're going to put some of this around each one of these holes, so where we did open it up, it doesn't open up any further. So that's first step. Okay, so to fix our little holes, after we've kind of glued the end so that the holes don't get any bigger, I've made these little buttons. So I just went and bought this little button maker kit, used the same fabric that we're using on the back doors, and that's what we got. So these are going to fit on here just like so. So I'm just taking a little needle and thread, stitching them on through the back, and then I'm gluing the edge to keep them tightly against the fabric.
This place is really starting to look cozy.
Yeah.
Like home.
Like home. So, we hope you enjoyed us putting together the little padded back I guess it's a headboard, right?
Yeah, I guess technically it is a headboard.
So, that was a fun little project. Yeah, we haven't seen many people do something like that. And I think it's probably because it's a little bit difficult to attach.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we had to make holes through the pieces, and it was...
Yeah, they saw, they watched.
Yeah, well, you were there. You saw it.
No,
it's just a little weird. It's just...
No, the buttons to cover it up worked really well, though.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I think they look really nice, and I think they add a real homey aesthetic, and it actually feels really good just to kind of like lay back up against the...
Yeah. So you have to watch out for when we get this all done, because then once we get the bed and everything set up back there, I think it's going to look really, really awesome. But we also, this past week, I also made some curtains. So we had originally bought some covers for this window, but they were really hard to get in and out because of the way we did our frame. We didn't really want to have to redo the frame. So I just decided to make some curtains. So I got this blackout material in this tan color, and I made these little curtains, and we basically We hung it using a like a hook and eyelet with like a tension cord or wire, I guess, to hold them in place. It's white, so it kind of matches the white trim, so you barely see it, but works really good. The curtains are good, and they actually do a pretty good job.
Yeah, now you can't see us.
Nope. A little bit of light, so we might get, you know, but they kind of tuck into the window frame, so it really does a pretty good job at blocking the light out. So I'm going to make some similar ones for right up here in the front. I haven't gotten around to doing that, but we're going to make some similar ones so it'll also black out that. If, you know, we have things to cover the windows in the front, but if, you know, we're just stopping in a parking lot or whatever night, we don't want to have to drag all that stuff out. It would be nice to just be able to pull those curtains, so we plan to put some up there as well, but those are in progress.
Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did...
You didn't even let me talk about my rug.
Oh, we'll talk about your rug. I hope this helped you, because if it did, here comes a rug.
And I made this thing. Look how pretty it is. I made this rug to go on the floor. It's my favorite. I love it a lot.
It's nice, because the floor is a little cold.
It is. Yeah. So now you can close off the video.
Okay. So if you like this video, hey, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. We love getting comments of any flavor, so...
Yeah. Have you done something like this with a headboard, or do you have like some kind of crazy idea for that, like back there? Because we're always interested in solutions for that. We think we're pretty creative with it.
Yeah, I see. Well, I mean, what's great about the whole van build thing is that everyone's is different, and ours is like, we didn't put huge windows in the back. We opted for like actually very little windows, which yeah.
But anyway, guys,
that's gonna do it for this video, and until next time, stay wonderful.
Call it a day.